Hello, my friends. Are you guys ready to get this party started tonight? I'm Laura with Chocolate Designs. Please say hello when you get here on the video. If you see a red live button right here above my head, then you are catching live. If you don't see that, then that does mean that you are catching the replay tonight. So put exclamation point replay in the comments for me. That just lets me know that you've seen the video and helps to get it out there to more people, to let them know that I'm cool. And this is stuff you like, right? So anyway, you guys, in just a second, I'm going to have a keyword for you to type in. When you type in this keyword, you're going to get a message from me with a list of supplies for all the stuff that we're using tonight. Links you might be able to ask for. I don't know how many links I have for anything, though. Most of the stuff just came from different stores, okay? Let's see. The keyword for tonight is tale. But it's the T-A-L-E in fairy tale, not the T-A-I-L, like what is wagging behind your dog when they're happy to see you. Okay, so T-A-L-E for fairy tale. We are going to be doing a project tonight from our newest Disney collection, you guys. Our Princess collection launched just a little bit ago, and I finally got my stuff in so we could do a project with it. And I'm super, super, super excited about this one because, y'all, I can sing almost every song from every Disney movie that ever existed, except, what was the one? Except there was one. There was one I never did see, Fantasia. Was that it? I don't know. I don't know. I just couldn't get into that one for some reason. But anyway, you guys, please say hello. I'm trying to see names as they're coming through. Hi, Florine. Hello, Sissy and Wendy and Corey. Hi, Lynn. You thought I wasn't coming on. I am here tonight. I was just running late. Yeah, you guys, sometimes it's just, sometimes that last 20 minutes before, as I'm getting ready to go live, really goes by really, really, really fast. So I apologize for that. Hello, everybody. Hi, Frankie. Hi, Tammy. Hello, Carol. Hi, Darlene. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Holly. How are you doing? All right, let's see. Tail is the keyword. Hi, Sue. It's a good movie, but you can only watch it once. Yeah, I had a hard time with that one. Hi, Noemi. Hello to everyone who's coming on right now. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. All right, hi, Roseanne. Hello, everybody. Unfortunately, this thing is only showing me a couple comments, and it's skipping through some. Hi, Angela. Hello, everybody. Hi, Barb. Why did it stop? Now the comments are not coming through this way. You got to be kidding me. Hello, everybody. Hi, Roseanne. Hello, Annette. Hi, Linda. Okay, now they're starting to go again. What is going on here? I'm going to see if I can get them to come through on my page just to see. Like it used to be. It's working again for some people. For some people, it's not working again. Hi, Robin. Hi, Crystal. Hello, Valerie. Oh, the meeting was from yesterday. Hi, Mindy. Hi, Dottie. Hello, Connie. Hello, Linda. Oh, now I'm getting good comments. Hi, Annette. Hello, Corey. I only see 2 at a time, but at least I'm getting some on here. Hi, Peg. Mainly classical music, so not a... Maybe that's why I wasn't a fan. Hi, Marcy. Thank you. Hi, Missy. All right, so on here I can only see 1 comment at a time. Hi, Michelle. And on the other one, it seems to be pausing my comments, so I don't quite understand what is going on here. Hi, Robin. All right, so hopefully this will come through and I'll be able to see most of what's going on. But anyway, you guys, we're going to be using a combination tonight of transfer and heat transfer at the same time on the same project, just to see what we can make happen and how cute we can make something, okay? So I'm going to get my iron on here first because this might go fast. I don't think it's going to go too fast, though. I don't. And then I'm going to need my sublimation tape. Daughter and her son-in-law's dog was was diagnosed with cancer. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hi, Brenda. Oh, definitely. Waiting on Toy Story 5 to come on Disney Channel. Hello, Mary Jo. All right, you guys, so here's the 2 transfers that we're working with tonight. This one right here is one of our new Disney Princess ones. This one is called Bows and Beauty. and it's gorgeous with 3 of those princesses there. You got Princess Aurora, Cinderella, and Belle. Okay? And then we have got the Happily Forever transfer with the birds on there. This one is so cute, and this is an A size transfer. I love the 2 of these. And you guys, we're going to make something tonight I haven't done in a long time. Hi, Carol. So we're actually going to make, you guys ready for this? A hat tonight, a trucker hat tonight. And I think that this is going to look absolutely amazing. Now, my head is usually too small for hats. Actually, this one fits pretty well. Oh, I like it. I'm going to like it even more once it's done. You're not getting notifications? Okay, send me a message and I can send you my thing that'll show you what to do to help that out. First, thank you guys. Thanks. Oh, you guys are so awesome for praying for each other. I love that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and remove this tag thing here. Now, just a disclaimer, you guys. With projects like this that are collaborations, I cannot sell the things that I make, okay? So these will all have to be gifts for somebody, or I don't know, or I'll wear it myself. But you like Tarzan, but I'm not able to sell things that are made with collections. Just to reiterate that, you guys, okay? Yeah, exclamation point notify is one of them. Hopefully that'll help. It doesn't work for everybody anymore, though, unfortunately. All right, you guys, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that we have something in this hat that's going to keep it as firm as we possibly can. Ideally, I wish that I had a piece of styrofoam that was the exact same size as my head. That would be fantastic. But it would also be hard to store for doing a hat every once in a while. I'm going to attempt to use, can we use them and sell them, or is that a no-no as well? Hi, Sandy. All right, I am going to attempt to put this in here. We'll see, maybe I won't be able to get the entire thing, but it should give me, I should be able to use this poly fluff, bag o' poly fluff to really stuff this hat, you guys. Hopefully. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I do need a wig holder. That's too much poly fill. All right. Let's see. Let's just try to, you have a hat press? Oh, I wish. I don't have a, you guys, I've never worn a wig in my entire life. So I don't have a wig holder. This is probably not going to work. Okay. It's not going to work. Hold on, I've got something else that might work better that I just saw over there. Hold, please. I'm getting it. I'm getting it, y'all. You just got to wait for me, please. Please, please, please be kind. Don't leave. As I get out something else. How about a big ball of yarn? I tried a volleyball and it was too big. I do have a balloon. But I also have this gigantic ball of this. And so I think that this is going to work. That's going to work, you guys. It's like the perfect size. I'll never, ever, ever be able to use this again because now it's going to be for hats. So, you guys, that's my hat yarn. That's my hat yarn. I don't think you need to. With these right here, they're so thick. They really are so thick that you don't need to put cardboard in it. You just need something to kind of give the shape of a head. But look at that, you guys. That worked out pretty well, pretty much perfectly. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab first our heat transfers. That's where we're going to start tonight. And these come in a 2-pack when you get them, okay? These heat transfers come in a 2-pack. So you get one that you can put on a hat, one that you can put on a shirt, or however you want to do that. Just be cautious of the stickiness on your backer sheet. Oh, I don't think it's going to. I probably have one of those around here somewhere, Dottie. But I think you stick the hat inside, don't you? Then I wouldn't be able to do the project on it. At least on mine, I have to stick the hat inside. I don't know. All right. So we're going to go ahead. Hi, Terry. Put the yarn in a bag. It's good right now. I think it's going to work out just fine. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start off. First and foremost, I'm going to cut around my princesses. Okay? Because I want to be able to use some of this ribbon and the teapots in different areas on this hat than to use it as is. So you can absolutely cut apart your transfers and use them in different ways. Okay, so I'm just going around my princesses, cutting off those bows, and just cutting these ladies out. Hi, Kathy. So you guys, tomorrow, I have to take my mom in to get blood work done. She finally got to see her doctor. And yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about this tonight. I know I said I was going to talk about it mostly in the VIP group, but I'm saving this part, you guys. I'm going to use this for something else tonight too. But you about missed me. I'm sorry. I came on here a little bit late. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to just place our princesses right on here, right where we want them to be. So I want Belle to be in the middle. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just tape this right off. No, you guys, it needs to be upside, it needs to be backwards. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tape this right where I want it at the top, just so, oh man, my tape rolled to the bottom. Just so that I know where I need to cut on the bottom of my hat. I want these ladies to stop right at the brim of the hat, okay? Or right at the where the brim starts of the hat. So I'm just going to add some tape right to the top here, just to get this tape down as much as I can on either side. You guys, I also, listen, I got a little tip today. And since I'm not going to be back on until Sunday after tonight, listen, I found out from a friend today that Miss Pam is having a birthday this weekend. And so I'll probably be on her birthday, whether she's here or if she's celebrating with family is what I don't know. But would all of y'all just wish Miss Pam a happy birthday right now? Because I just found out that it's her birthday coming up this weekend. All right, I'm taking my little thing here, and all I'm doing is just pushing this down, like holding this tight and pushing this down right into the crease, just so that I know where to cut. Okay? Do you guys see what I mean? Pushing that down right into the crease, because it's not going to cut straight. And I'm hoping that I can get enough crease in this transfer to know exactly where I need to go. There we go. I love it. I'm not going to tell you guys who gave me the tip, though. All right, let me go ahead and just cut this right here, and then I'm going to put that right back on where it was. Oh, let's look at that. Lynn's giving you the whole song, Pam. You'll be watching a movie with the family on your birthday. Good deal. All right, I'm just cutting right on that crease line. It's got a little bit of a wave to it. Just a bit. And we're going to put this back on here. Upside down. Not right side up. And then add more tape. And we're going to tape this right on here. Hopefully I can get my iron into that crease just as well. And not have any wrinkles in this thing. There we go. All right, I'm going to tape this. I'm going to tape the snot out of this, you guys, because I don't want this coming off of that spot. All right, so you guys, I have barely seen John in weeks. Okay, like barely seen him. I was gone for a while for Camp Chalk and came back and found out that his boss was making 12-hour shifts mandatory. Mandatory. So he works from 5 in the morning and doesn't get home until usually around 6 o'clock at night. So he leaves here at like 4:30, gets home around 6. He eats dinner. He goes out and shoots some golf balls for the dog out back to run her for a little bit, and then comes inside, showers, and crashes. And by the time that he's ready to go to bed, I'm getting prepared for my live, and we are just seeing each other in passing. And that's been pretty hard. But, and his boss is not very nice. Not very nice at all. And I'm going to say that. I hope he hears it, because he's mean. So anyway, you guys. Oh, why did that shut off on me? All right, we've got that first part down there. I'm going to do this just kind of in stages as we go. We're going to do this part first. Now, this is a sublimation hat, okay? So we want to make sure that we've got a hat that's right for sublimation. And I want to use some good, fresh parchment paper. Make sure none of the tape is covering. Oh, it can cover the transfer. It is specific heat tape, and it can absolutely cover the transfer on a heat transfer. And it will be just fine. You can tape that whole thing, I think, if you want to. But the whole point is just to tape around the edges. So I'm just going to use a piece of parchment paper here. And my iron. Carol says tape the bottom too, probably so it doesn't bleed, right? I'm doing it, girl. Right there at the edge. Taping it all. Taping the whole thing right off. There we go. Boss is working 12-hour shifts as well. It's insane, you guys. And then wanted him to work on Saturday, too. Tomorrow, though. Tomorrow, all right, we're going to put parchment paper on here and then use my little iron to iron this baby, okay? And I'm not using my heat press. I'm just using a little iron. I know this probably isn't the best solution for a hat, but it does work, okay? And we're going to pick it up and put it back down again. And just make sure that we cover the entire thing. Okay, so tomorrow, the company actually asked John if he would participate in a company golf outing for a charity event. So he will only work 8 hours tomorrow. And he's getting paid to golf, which is pretty awesome. He gets paid for the full day. His boss is not happy. But it was a company-wide, it was a company decision, not just his boss. No, the boss is not working 12s. No, of course not. He shows up whenever he wants to show up, and he leaves whenever he wants to leave. Yeah. Yeah, it's not fun. Not fun at all. And then text messages John once he finally gets home, so he's still technically on the clock. You know, because that's a proper thing to do when you get 3 hours with your family. Yeah. Anyway, he's not a nice person. He's not a nice person. So he's excited because he gets to stay up a little bit later tonight. I'm actually probably going to get to see him for a little bit after my live. And then he gets to only work an 8-hour shift tomorrow. Which I'm pretty excited about too. But the roles are going to reverse tomorrow because I've got to take my mom in for her blood work. And since she has to be fasting, I want to be there to pick her up as early as I possibly can to take her in for her blood work. So I'm going to be the one with an alarm clock set for 6 a.m. Your labor laws are no more than 4 12-hour shifts in a row. Here in Michigan, there are no labor laws that say anything like that. We're an at-will state or whatever, and your boss doesn't even have to give you any notice. I've been looking up the laws, you guys, and trying to figure out, because it's ridiculous. His boss literally told him today that he needed to work a 12-hour shift on Saturday. That much notice. And he's like, no, not happening. Not happening. I have plans with my family. I've got plans with my kids. And you can't spring that on me last minute like that. And he stood up for himself, and he's not working Saturday. He knows that he's too valued as an employee for them to fire him. So, yeah, getting paid to golf is absolutely amazing. And he is going to have the best time tomorrow, for sure. You work 12-hour shifts as a nurse, so you can relate. It's tough, man. He's a carpenter, so it's really, really hard on his body as well. And if he blows out his back, he's out of commission for months. Like a month. So, you know, like, they need to take it easy on at least John. All right, I'm hoping I didn't miss any spots. And I'm hoping that I didn't do anything wrong. And I want to get right down here at the bottom one more time just to be sure. But I think we're ready to go. Oh my goodness, you guys. Cross your fingers and toes because we're about to reveal this and see what it looks like. Are you guys ready? Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Okay, I think we did it. I think we did it, and we did it well. You guys, take a look. How beautiful is that? Oh my goodness. Okay, so far, you guys, I love this so much. Oh, sunshine people work his normal shift and then work all night and then, oh, that is crazy. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? All right, let's jazz this baby up a little bit more though, okay? Because we're not quite done with it. Now, there's something else that I want to tell you guys though. The best compliment that I ever got in my life, I want to tell you guys, because I just thought that this was the sweetest thing. It was a boy, and this was, oh gosh, 20 years ago. I was early 20s, you guys, and there was this little boy who was about Evan's age now, probably about 8 years old, okay? And he was the son of my chiropractor at the time. And my chiropractor's office was like off of his house. And his son came out and saw me and just kind of stared at me for a little bit. And I said hi and I waved to him and everything. And I was very friendly to him. And his my chiropractor's wife also did kickboxing with me. And she came to kickboxing a couple of days later, and she said her son, that little boy, told her that he thought I was prettier than Princess Aurora. And that right there, you guys, is like the best compliment I've ever had in my life, was this little 8-year-old boy who said, she's prettier than Princess Aurora. And it just about made me cry. What an amazing compliment, right? Because look at that. Princess Aurora is beautiful. She's gorgeous. Okay. Aren't all the Disney princesses, though? All right, here we go, you guys. Let's grab some more of... Actually, let's do this next. Isn't that so sweet? Now we're going to take our transfer here, the Happily Forever transfer. And have I lost comments now? Probably, because it's being weird. Y'all! That's crazy! You guys, I think that because I'm doing Disney right now and it's copyrighted, all of a sudden a message just came on my thing that said monetization is stopped. And my content is limited. So hopefully Disney let's Facebook know that we're allowed to show their projects this way. So weird. Isn't that so sweet, you guys? All right, so we're going to take this off of here, and we're going to do Happily Forever right on the brim of this hat. And I've got to be really, really careful with this because I'm doing it right where there's a fold. And so I want to make sure that I press down really, really well as I go across here. Oh, thank you, Pat. Oh, that's crazy. So right there, we're going to put those words Happily Forever. And we're going to do that in Nominee ink. So this is still available. Okay, hi, Carol. I see you. I struggled to get that open. Why is this so incredibly watery? I'm going to try to stir this up, but this is really, really, really thin. You guys, this is too thin. And I don't know how my nominee got this thin, but that's not workable. That's going to bleed right to the bottom. There's no way. That's like soupy. Okay, we're going to leave this one right here overnight so that it will actually dry out a little bit because it's way, way, way too thin. So I'm going to grab my shimmer gold instead because my nominee's not going to work for me right now. It's just too thin and I don't know how it got that way. Yours is really thin too. All right, I need to stir this one because it's separated, but it's definitely thicker. Does it stink? Yours smells awful. No, it doesn't stink. It's just really, really watery. No. No, John is still... there's too many factors at play in right now for us to do any kind of reporting for anything to anyone. But oh, you're talking, yeah. My gold is kind of watery too compared to what it should be. This is really strange. Really strange. Huh. How are both of them watery? That's the question. We're going to try the gold. Could it be from heat? I doubt it because it's in this room. We're going to try the gold, but I'm going to try this very, very, very carefully, you guys, with a little bit on my squeegee, not much at all at a time. and really, really just being careful with it, okay? And I'm just going to see what I can make happen. When I mean a little bit on my squeegee, just a teeny, 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 tiny bit. Because I am so afraid that if I use more than this, it's going to spread and make a mess. So I am barely dipping it and then trying to pull it as tight as I can. And use as little ink as possible. You guys, it's going to work. It's going to work. Just don't overload your squeegee. Now, I gotta hope it worked for the entire thing. Here we go, you guys. Let's see what happened. I would say we did pretty good. I would say we did pretty good, especially for the fact that there's like those wrinkles right there on that part of the hat. I think it turned out great. I'm not quite done with that one yet though, okay? So we're still going to come back and use that same transfer in a little bit. I'm glad I went with the shimmer gold though instead of, like even just like that, it's beautiful. Just like that, it's beautiful. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that this is dry. Yeah, exactly, for us too, is we're in at-will state. So they don't have to give you any notice at all, and they can just tell you, tomorrow you're going to work a 16-hour shift. And if you don't show up, they can fire you. It's crazy. All right, there's our happily forever. Now, what I want to do next is we're going to take, let's see, what part do I want to do next? I want to put a bird on here. Okay, so we're going to take this same transfer here, and I'm going to grab this little birdie right here, and I'm going to put the bird right over here on this side. Now, I'm only going to do the bird. And we're going to do just a little bit. Oh, thank you, Jackie. This is literally just curl, cream, scrunch, and let it air dry. It's the easiest way for me to do my hair. I have not haired lately. I haven't wanted to straighten it. It's too much work. I'm being lazy. But thank you. I'm glad you like it. Okay, so our little bird here, we're going to do the bird in blue, and then we're going to do the little feet there in orange. And I'm using a colonial blue, you guys. Or, I'm sorry, cadet, which is a dark blue. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just do his... Yeah, I'm going to do his beak in blue too, just because I don't want to try to get in there and do that little bitty beak with my orange ink. So just adding the colors where we want to add the colors. just like so. And then down here on the bottom, oh, come on. Down here on the bottom of the bird, he's got these, oh, Pam's going to bed. Good night, Pam. We love you. So easy, yes. Right here on the bottom, he's got two little feet. And we're going to do those in the orange. You really can't see the feet all that well, but that's okay. We can kind of see where they're going. Okay, the idea was great. It's actually turning out better than I expected even. All right, so there's our little bird. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to take some fabric markers tonight. And we're going to color our bird right there with some fabric markers to fill that guy in. And so I've got a whole pack here of rainbow fabric markers. They're fine tip and they're by a company called Tulip. Tulip fabric markers. Oh, I love the little birdie. Y'all stick with me because this is going to be so, so, so cute. So I'm going to grab out two different colors of blue just to give him some variation in his coloring, and then an orange. Orange for his little feet. And we're just going to use our markers and we're going to color them in. I wish I had a little camera right here that would, so you guys could see what I'm doing when these things are flipped around, because that would be awesome. Yeah, Walmart sells these. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. All right, so I got his little feet. And then we're just going to take our little fabric marker. And I think I'm going to create like a light blue belly for him. And then I'm going to do this spot above his face there. And then like this part of his wing with the light blue. Oh, maybe a little bit on the tail too. Just to give him some variation. You're waiting for Sleeping Beauty for your great-granddaughter? Is that her favorite? Let's come back to the orange here and just get the little beak with the orange. So you guys can see how I've got the light blue color on there now. And he's really going to match Cinderella's dress, I think, when we're done. Okay, the light blue on the beak, and then we're going to go in with the darker blue and color in the, I do need an overhead camera. These blues are very, very similar. A lot more similar than I expected them to be. Oh, but you can still tell the difference. Okay. Just to give them a little bit of dimension here. Now I wish I would have left part of him white. Because he's very, 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 very blue, you guys. He's a very, very blue bird, but he's very, very cute. Oh, I wonder. Oh, hold please. These two blues were way more similar than I expected them to be, but here's what I'm going to try to do. I don't have a white fabric marker, but I do have Posca. She lives in Aurora subdivision. I love that. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab my Posca marker, and I think I'm going to add just a couple of little drips of some white with that fabric paint, just to lighten it up slightly. Okay. Shiny stickles, I do have those. But wait till you see what this just did. Because I would say this was a great idea. You guys, now look at our little bird. Isn't that 10 times better? Oh my goodness. All right, Sandy, have a good night. Oh, he's so cute now. He's so cute now. He just needed a little bit of white Posca on there, you guys, to fix him up a little bit. And now he's just adorable. Now he's just adorable. So that worked out fantastic. Posca does just fine when heated. And we're gonna heat it up because we gotta set that that ink. So we'll definitely see. But that made a huge, huge, huge difference with that. All right, let's go ahead and grab out some of these squiggles. Do you guys remember we cut these off at first? And so I just want to use some of this ribbon. Oh, stop it. In various places on this hat. Just to keep this going, but I've got to be careful where I put it because I've still got a couple of other ideas as well. That, I think, is perfect. Okay, placement is everything, y'all. Oh, I thought it was perfect. But then I moved it. Okay, we're good now. Right next to that bird, you guys. Right next to the bird is where we're going to put this little ribbon piece. And then we're going to grab another one and put it in a different spot. We're going to go to town on this tonight and make it look absolutely gorgeous. Because why stop it a little bit when you can do a lot of it? Thank you, Marcy. The red, white, and blue books behind me. The blocks? These ones, Carol? Your package that I've got for you is already sealed and it is packed to the limit, so I can't put it in that one. So you know, but send me a message to let me know exactly which one you're talking about, because I'm not quite sure. You said books. I don't. I don't see books. I don't see books. All right, we're going to put one of these on the other side over here. Just trying to figure out how I want my placement to go. Right there, I think. The blocks, okay. All right, there's a little bit there. We're going to keep going, you guys. The Posca markers, you can get those at Walmart or Hobby Lobby, or at pretty much any craft store sells Posca markers. And let me see. Nope, I'm not liking that. Well, I think that that's probably all the ribbon that we're going to do, because we're going to do more up here by the face, by the head. All right, y'all. Let's get these ribbon pieces on here. We're going to just take it a little bit at a time, because if you try to do too much at a time, you're going to be overwhelmed. So just do what you can do. So I'm actually going to heat set that bird. With my iron, and then come back in, lift this, and finish off that ribbon. And try not to burn myself. Hopefully I don't burn myself. Hopefully I've got this hot enough. Hi, Donna. All right, there's that one. Let's make sure we got that bird good and pressed. And then slide it over to this side so that we can get this other ribbon here. And then I'll also heat set that happily forever. And then we're going to jazz this thing up, you guys. We're going to jazz it up. Because I have more stuff to put on here, believe it or not. All right, the happily forever. It's late, Carol. Holy cow. All right, let's see how it looks, you guys. Let's check it out. So now we've got our ribbons. You would move the iron around accidentally. I may have too. Every step that I do, this hat looks better and better and better. And I'm absolutely loving how this is turning out so far. Love, love, love it. Oh my goodness. Yes, bling, girl. Yes, bling. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the rest of this hat here. And what I got this at a store called Meyer a while ago. And it's just some rhinestone beading. If you don't have rhinestones, you can get this at Hobby Lobby too. or probably Michael's. If you don't have any rhinestones, you can also use pearls, would look good on here. But I'm just going to take these rhinestone beading, and we're going to put that right there on the brim of the hat to give that some bling, because it really, really needs this good little touch of some bling. My favorite thing to use, my daughter, no, it's not for my daughter, because my daughter would not have any interest at all in this. It'll probably go to Madison, who is in love with the Disney princesses, and she just turned 6, and we didn't make it to her birthday party. So I will probably end up giving this to Madison. So Aleene's Fabric Fusion is my favorite thing to use when I am gluing onto fabric. And it looks like I might need another bottle of this stuff. Or just need to start making sure it's upside down before I store it. What in the world? It's like there's a bubble stopping it from going to the bottom. Well, apparently I got to squeeze this thing like a tube of toothpaste. To get it to come to the bottom. Because you can't sell anything that's Disney without a licensed agreement to sell Disney products. You have to have a Disney licensed agreement to sell anything Disney, which, you guys, I don't quite understand. I don't quite understand how that works. I have questions. I have questions that I keep to myself, because here's what I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand, you guys. Couldn't they then go after any single mom who's selling an old kid's toy box on Marketplace that's got a Disney character? Do you think Goodwill has a licensed agreement with Disney? Like, do you think that you should have to have an agreement to sell, like, books on Marketplace that are Disney themed? Like, I don't understand how I feel like some people, there's just no way. So I'm confused about the whole thing, but I'm just following the rules that were told to me. Nobody can sell Disney items. Nope. Well, y'all, this is just frustrating. Yard sales, things like that. Exactly. You guys, I'm getting frustrated with my Aleene's fabric glue, because it's not coming out. Okay, so we're going to use hot glue for tonight. I'm going to plug that baby in, because this is just not coming out at all. And there's still half a bottle, so I don't understand. Exactly, you've seen Disney things at Goodwill. It's finally getting down. This is Aleene's fabric glue. Now that I plugged in my glue gun, I'm getting some glue out. It's my favorite glue to use whenever gluing anything to fabric, and it holds really, really well. I have a shirt that I made 2 years ago that I put rhinestones on, and I have washed this shirt at least 24 times. At least. And those rhinestones are still staying. So I am a true fan of the Aleene's fabric glue. I just don't know why it didn't want to come out of my bottle and why it's sticking together like... Actually, that just worked out really well. I got a clean line there. Right, Cassie, I don't disagree. It's just the fact that Disney, it's not us that you got to worry about, it's Disney. Right, exactly. All right, starting it right there. I just feel like I see them sold in places where there's just no way that they have a licensed agreement to sell it. And they don't get in trouble. Like the Goodwill. And then I'm like, that's just not fair. How come you can do it and I can't? All right, you guys, that piece is on there. Now, that's going to take a little bit for that aliens to dry, but it does tack on there really, really easily. You can see all that. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, you guys, what's next? Next, we're going to go ahead and put some flowers on here because I love me some flowers. We're going to use the aliens for that too, but I put that upside down so that it won't get on there. So I've got some different flowers from the Hobby Lobby. These ones have got some yellows in there to correspond with Belle, and these ones have got the blues and the pinks in there. So we're just going to do up here by them, we're going to do some florals. Just a little patch of some florals on there. Thank you. And then we're going to be done. You guys, I'm not going to get into the conversation. I will not. I don't understand it. I don't like it, but that's what we're told. And so, and I will not tolerate the negativity that comes with that whole discussion. If you want to complain about it, send me a private message. Please, 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 okay? Please. But not on the video. Not on the video. Okay, I think this is what I'm going to go with. I think this is what I'm going to go with. All right, we're going to do 3 flowers right up here in the corner. We're going to do a blue, we're going to do a pink, and we're going to do a yellow. And I think I'm going to put those right up there. I think. Let me see how much I like it. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that. And then a couple other things just after this, and then we're going to call this one done, okay? You finally got the mosquito? The Nido mosquito, Carol? Carol always says Nido mosquito. Or was there an actual mosquito? Bring them down a little? Okay. They were too high. You know what? I think I'm going to put them. I think you're right. Let's bring them down a little bit. Oh, it was trying to bite you. Okay. So it wasn't a Nido mosquito. With with this stuff, you do have a little bit of time to work with it too. Ooh. Okay, this is so, so cute. So, so cute. One last thing, you guys, that we're going to do, we're going to throw a couple of rhinestones on here too, just because this is princesses, and I feel like our princesses need some rhinestones, and this is just going to be that last little bit of bling. Oh, yeah. I have not done jeans yet, but look at how, you guys, this is just blinged out. I'll tell you what. This looks so amazing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use the E6000 for this, or is it B7000? And add some rhinestones on here, and this is going to be the last little thing. Thank you. Oh, it's neat dough. I always thought you said neat dough mesquite dough. Like the mesquite barbecue? All right. Couple of little rhinestones on here just to fill in some spaces. And finish blinging this baby out. And we're going to use probably some pink, blue, and yellow rhinestones. And I'm just dabbing my glue on here first, because this stuff takes a while to dry. We've got the bling around there already. It's like a sheet line, so it actually stays on there really, really well. And then I'm just going to grab some rhinestones. We're going to put some on the bottom. And we're going to put some on the top. And I've got a bunch of them that just match the different princesses so well. Oh, y'all, I'm in love. I'm in love with how this is turning out. I think I'm going to wear this hat everywhere. Unless I give it to Maddie, and she would love it. But I don't think her little 6-year-old head is big enough for this hat, so I might have to keep it. All right, it's not too much, you guys. Just enough on the bottom. Oh, I'm so pleased with this. I am so happy with how this is turning out. I love when they work out for me. Thank you. I like making hats too. It's fun. A couple more right down here. Okay, last little bit. And then the cutest Disney hat you ever did see will be done. Will be done. I have no rhyme or reason where I'm putting anything either. Just going back and forth, trying not to make the same color right next to itself, but if I do, that's okay too. If you guys want to know where I got the rhinestones at, they came from Amazon, and they're in this cute little kit over here with tons of different colors. I love my little rhinestone kit. And it'll probably take me 10 years to use all these. We got 4 more dots, y'all. 1. Oh, I dropped it. Oh no, because there was 2. 2. Oh. 3. And 4, and I would say that this is a show-stopping piece if I do say so myself. I know. Contest. And I already entered the contest with something I did like earlier this year. You guys. Yes, the rhinestones will stay on if I wash it. Yes, they will. There. Y'all, I have to like hide my face, or you won't be able to see the hat because it only wants to show my face. So there it is, the finished piece with the rhinestones around the brim there. Some flowers, some ribbons. You guys, don't be afraid to pull apart your heat set transfers and just do something out of the box with it. Okay? Thank you. So there we have it, you guys. That's our project for tonight. I think it turned out fabulous. Love me some princesses. And absolutely love a good trucker hat. So thanks so much for watching tonight, you guys. If you have any questions, please. No, Allie won't steal it because she's past the princesses by now. No, she won't. But I do love how this turned out. I think it's adorable. Hopefully you guys love it too. And you guys might consider making something similar to this because why not, right? So there it is. You guys have a great night. If you have any questions, please send me a message. And remember, you only have until the end of this month to join our perks program to save 30% on all your orders all day, every day. You can join right now for only $1, which is amazing. And I also have mystery bundles going currently. Those mystery bundles will stop sales on those tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Okay, so if you're not familiar with that, we have an autumn launch coming up on July 9th. And the mystery bundles are a way for you to get your hands on the products through me earlier. Okay? All right, there we have it. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'm going to go hang out with my man for a little bit, and then I'm going to bed. You guys are fantastic. Love you all so much. Thanks for watching tonight, and I'll see you guys back here on Sunday. Okay? Bye, everybody.